Shriraj Nair from the Vishwa Hindu Parishad. This is a Vishwa Hindu Parishad Bajrang Dal Yatra. Why in the world would you associate with the likes of Monu Mane sir? The man is accused of heinous crimes. Your organization, which commands a strong following, should be disassociating from such criminals rather than glorifying them.
Well, Rahul, first of all, let me tell you the yatra, the Shobha Yatra, which took place in Mewat was with full permission, and we are just beating around the bush. The real concern is the Mewat has become a mini Pakistan. It has become a terror breeding ground, and that's what we have seen. And here, the Congress spokesperson, Congress leader, Mr. Huda and Randeep ji, they are beating around the bush, and they are not ready to confess that this jihadi elements have been attacking these yatras for years together, and this has become a global pattern. And this is not only happening in India. Stone pelting, rioting, hooliganism is a part of a global Islamic terror network, and that's what is happening in Mewat. Now, coming back to Monu Mane sir, he is just an accused. And as Mr. Raman Malik rightly said, if there is a strong case again, like Congress has been trapping Hindus, left, right, and center without any kind of proof. So if there is any concrete proof, Rajasthan Police should come forward and talk to Haryana Police and do the needful. But here, why are we not talking about the Islamic terror elements who have been attacking small kids, women, and elderly persons? What wrong they did? So we are not getting into the core area of concern. It is the appeasement politics by the Congress and so-called secular party is encouraging this kind of terror elements that we have to understand. So the yatra had all the necessary permissions. We also understand, and we also believe.
No, why were your yatris roaming around with guns? No, one second, Shriraj Nair. If this is a simple protest, why do those people, as is captured in Bali's story, why do they have automatic weapons with them? Why are they carrying stones with them? Why are they carrying sticks with them? You're not even listening. Shriraj Nair, if this is a simple protest, why do these protesters have guns with them? Why are they opening fire? Why are they throwing stones? It's all captured on my camera. Shriraj Nair, if this is a simple protest, why do your protesters have guns, swords with them? Why are they throwing stones? Why are they brandishing sticks?
See, who is throwing it is not from the VHP side or the Hindus.
Sir, the images are on the screen. They are speaking for themselves. Look at what's playing on the screen.
Who were at the receiving end? Who was throwing? You see the footage.
I'm seeing the footage. I'm talking to you after seeing the footage. All of India is watching the footage.
It is an organized attack. Please, there was nothing from the Hindu side. They were all peaceful.
So what you are saying doesn't square with the images, swords, guns carried by the people who are passing through this yatra. That is what is caught on camera. You can't run away from the reality. Look at what's on the screen right now. I want to go across to Yogendra Yadav.
Let the investigation happen. We are also saying.
Yeah, but will it be an honest investigation? The Vishwa Hindu Parishad and the Bajrang Dal are so closely associated with the ruling government. Will there be an honest investigation? The guns, the swords, the sticks, they're all on camera. The images are speaking a million words, all of them together. Only if you are reading the writing on the wall, except if you pretend that you're not reading, then I can't tell you anything because you're not looking at what's happening. Yogendra Yadav, you were on the ground. You belong to this area, you've gone and spoken to people. What have you found out? The India Today investigation seems to suggest that at least 8 to 10 days before this yatra came, the LIU, the CID told the state administration and the police that there would be a build-up, that there may be violence, and yet we find that there was very limited police deployed on the ground. Yogendra Yadav.
Rahul, I don't know about your investigation, but I'm not surprised at all by what you are telling me, because I can add two more things to it. Number one, this yatra, which is only a 3-year-old tradition, the year before last, this very yatra had seen a major communal situation in which a mazar was broken. Fortunately, things were brought under control. So police and administration have good reasons to believe that this is a very sensitive issue. Number two, on the 27th of July, there was a peace committee meeting in Nuhu where our colleagues had informed, my colleague is standing with me, he had informed the police and administration about the videos, about counter videos, about the fact that this is extremely tense situation and that they should reconsider giving permission. So despite all this, not only was the permission given to carry out the yatra, but people actually carried arms, as India Today footage has also shown. Not just that, there was no sufficient law and order preparation when the pelting started. So I'm not surprised by what you are saying. Either it is a case of criminal negligence, or worse, that someone knew that this would happen and wanted it to happen so that the spark from Mewat can be used to ignite the rest of NCR.
I just spoke to Randeep Surjewala, who seems to suggest that this is being done so that the BJP benefits electorally, that the elections become Hindu versus Muslim. Muslims are only 7% of the population, and therefore he believes that it will be to the advantage of the BJP government, or at least that's the way they're trying to position it. As if you put on your analyst hat for a moment, how does this play out electorally?
Rahul, as a citizen of this place, as a neighbor of Mewat, and as someone who has worked for 22 years in this area, I cannot pretend only to be an analyst. I'm extremely concerned. I'm concerned about the image that Mewat would have. I'm concerned about the image that Haryana would have. I'm concerned that by deliberately stoking communal fire here, someone is trying to create a political career. Someone is trying to use this divide. Haryana government has in the past used the Jat versus non-Jat divide, and there is every apprehension that this particular situation is being used in order to polarize, in order to make sure that the political capital that Haryana BJP lost due to the farmers' agitation can be gained by making it Hindu-Muslim. So I must say I'm very depressed. I must say I'm very concerned.